let's prepare vegetarian spaghetti bolognese. And this can be a vegetarian story, even a vegan one. So we need dry spaghetti. Next, we take king oyster mushrooms. Today they will serve as a substitute for the mince. A little soy sauce, tomato paste, dried oregano, definitely a bay leaf, red wine, a bit of balsamic vinegar. And for the sauce, even in classic Bolognese, we always add celery, onion, garlic, and a carrot. I have beautiful curly fresh oregano that I use to garnish and complete this dish. So let's go. We'll start with the mince directly. Start by chopping randomly. Wash the mushrooms well under cold running water. Don't peel the skin, leave it. It's very nice. It's called duxelles in classical cuisine, if you've heard the term. We often use it in other recipes. Mushroom mince, call it duxelles, call it whatever you want. So, put them in the food processor and use these pulsing movements, not just turning it on and leaving it, but pulsing like jer jig jer to chop them a bit but keep the texture. We don't need a puree and we don't want the mushrooms to release water in the blender instead of the frying pan. Look at their texture. In the meantime, I'm already turning on the frying pan. They smell like autumn, and autumn is my favorite season. Here we immediately pour some oil because mushrooms like to hit really hot oil. Great, we will still need the cutter, so don't put it too far away. Perfect, you can start boiling the water now. Let it gradually heat up to cook our spaghetti. Here, in the Bolognese, we need dry pasta to make it al dente because fresh pasta will never be al dente. A hot pan, you see that it's already smoking, and we immediately put all the mushrooms in. Put them in and let the frying process happen while we can busy ourselves with the carrots, celery, and onions. No one else will do it for us. Although progress has reached the point where you can buy everything polished and shined. We also clean the celery, remember? We remove these little hairs, fibers. This is its very thin, very delicate skin that still needs to be removed. Yes, it's removed. Let's take 2 cloves of garlic. Here are the mushrooms. You see, they're starting to release a little water. We turn on another pan now. In another pan, a deep one, we'll fry the vegetables for Bolognese together. I won't do this in the same pan with the mushrooms because the mushrooms need to be fried and lightly sautéed, while the vegetables need to be thoroughly sautéed. So let's throw garlic, onion, just like that, in the same bowl in large pieces. Carrot as well. Vegetable is fibrous, but so tasty. And in the same pulsating movements, just like with mushrooms, we blend it into a kind of uneven consistency. Evenly. Here is the consistency we need. Here are the mushrooms that need to be stirred now. Concentrated aroma. Here we have a heated pan. We add a little olive oil where we directly fry. We send all our vegetables here. Perfect. We fry for just a few minutes, then add the spices, tomato paste, a must-have red wine, and mushrooms. We can season them with some salt and pepper. Here we have nice mushrooms. Here are some equally nice vegetables. We let them sauté for just a moment. And don't forget to salt the water for the pasta in the ratio. Let's recall the formula. 10 to 100 to 1000. Yes, that's 10 grams of salt and 1000 milliliters of water for every 100 grams of spaghetti. Yes, now we wait for it to boil. The mushrooms are almost ready. Great, now we add tomato paste to the vegetables. I will fry a little tomato paste, then we'll deglaze with red wine. Add a bay leaf, add dried oregano, a bit of salt and pepper. Let the vegetables stew and simmer. Wait for the alcohol to evaporate from the wine. And then we just mix the duxelles with these vegetables. Literally 8 to 10 minutes for the vegetables to stew. The duxelles are ready, so you can turn off the pan. Now it will wait for its tomato wine sauce. And here the water hasn't boiled yet, so I'll tidy up my table a little. Okay, the water is boiling. Let's send the spaghetti to cook. Look how nicely my vegetables for the Bolognese have been prepared. Look at the color. Tell me this isn't Bolognese. Tell me, look at these mushrooms. They really look like meat. Okay, let's stand here because I'm getting an inhalation standing over the spaghetti. We help our pasta to sink a little. The cooking time for spaghetti is always indicated on the packaging by the manufacturer. And now a couple of little secrets. Look, since we don't have meat, but we want that rich, deep flavor, we add a little soy sauce, okay? It's such a small thing that you might not even mention it when describing the dish. I just have a vegan mushroom bolognese and add a little balsamic vinegar. I have balsamic cream. Look, it's well mixed here. Everything is heated dry, you see? And it's also being fried to be super rich. We'll taste it. I would add a little more salt. It is already balanced here. It also depends on the soy sauce you take. Here is some more pepper. Adding big basil leaves now. I always leave the small ones for presentation. Next, we moisten our bolognese. Quite a lot of liquid. And now we take this water from our pasta and dilute it. And on a slow fire, we bring everything to readiness. Taste it, and without a timer, I know I need 1 more minute for the spaghetti to become perfectly al dente. And look, immediately with tongs, tweezers, a skimmer, whatever you want, we flip it over. Everyone got it. And now we mix well and actively. Everything is nicely mixed so that it is not dry. And to emulsify everything and for taste accordingly, we add delicious extra virgin olive oil. The sauce is super well saturated. You know, comfort food, any comfort food doesn't require much effort in presentation, but you can still make it look somewhat neat, okay? Add a bit more pasta and fill the rest with sauce. Add generously like this your bolognese. If you want just garnish with greens, I can't afford not to put such luxurious fresh oregano. And so we always finish with a small drop of olive oil. Quick vegan pasta bolognese is ready.